So I'd say we have a pretty good hold on our money operation here, and I think we can start to have fun with it, including getting the second level unlocked finally for 5,000 crypto. 5,000 crypto in this economy? But our new money sorter that is way smarter than our old one should be able to do that pretty well. But I would like it more if it was on a functioning table, so never mind the money there. This table is so heavy. Can I throw it? Nope. But let's just get it going right over here. Good a spot as any. So now this guy can go right on top of it. And I believe this is our pile of fakes. It's not glowing, so I would say yes. Even though trying to detect this in daytime is not easy. But now that we're also getting some foreign currency over here, which also has some fun UV sensor things, it would certainly help if we got a Euro money counter, which we can also get a large one of, which does filter out fakes. Because I don't think there's a small one that does that, but we'll worry about that later. Now I would like the jobs that pay the most in crypto, so we can take this one from Panther here, which is the interesting one because they actually want the counterfeits and or gang marked bills here, and 8,000 of it, which hopefully there's a lot of. And did they actually didn't send anything. Huh, interesting. But it's a good thing there is a lot of money here that we can sort through. Get that all stacked in there as cleanly as we can. And I guess it's still counting through 50s. I thought I was done. Well, 50s might actually be what we need regardless, because we do only need 8,000, not 10,000. So let's keep that going. Hopefully there's counterfeits in here. So at least we know this stack is clean. And so is this one. Is this all clean money? Like legit money? I guess it must be. Nothing popped out the side here except a 10. And these are euros, so that's not gonna help us. But there's some more money over here, so hopefully some of this is good. The question is, does it filter out fakes regardless of the thing that it was counting for? I think it filters out fakes first. But let's just stack it all in there and see. Okay, it does filter our fakes first. Good. So we've got a small amount of fakes, and or I guess gang marked bills actually do count as well. Problem is that's another filter thing that we have to go through. And this of course is more euros, that doesn't help. But there is a big money pile over here that we haven't sorted through. This probably isn't gonna be a clean stack, but we might not have that luxury either. We just have to hope for even more money dumping out the side here. And all of that was real. Cool. Very unhelpful though. I guess we could also look in some of the money that's over here for marked bills, which, do I see a marked bill there? I don't think I do. It looks like there is some marked bills here. They do talk about what counts as marked, right? Okay, yeah, so any of the red marks count as gang markings. So there is some here, that's good. Good for what we need anyway, but it is kind of hard to tell individually. I guess there is some more over here. The hard part is having to go through all of these individually. Also, are they marked on both sides or just one? Okay, they are marked on both sides. Good. Although I've only been at this for like 2 minutes and easily looking for counterfeits is easier because some of the gang markings do not show up very strongly. Is that just a problem with the light? I mean, doing this during the daytime doesn't really help either. There might be some gang bills in all these 10s. I'm not sure we're gonna find any counterfeits though. Oh, and I guess there was still money in that bin. Well, the more we can sort through the better. Aha! There is a lot of counterfeits in that. Good. And there's another stack of clean 50s. Add that to this pile. Yes, even more counterfeits. Even if it is only 10s, it's still good to find. And now the stash is empty. So have we looked at these things individually yet? It looks like there is some... Oh no, that's glowing. That's glowing. None of these have gang markings though. Unless it's just the top bill that is fine with that. Let's stash all these so we can scan them individually. There is a lot of money in here, but unfortunately the scan doesn't tell us if it's real or not. I wonder if we could eventually upgrade the scanner app to do that. Get like a blacklight phone. But we do have quite a pile of counterfeits over here, so we should be able to scan this and determine its value. So there's 3,260 in there right now, and certainly a lot of them. But we keep getting stacks of good 50s, which doesn't really help, but now we're adding more to the pile. Was this all money that was in the stash though? I think it was. So let's bring these back to the table, yeet. Just so we can cut them open individually, and then stash it all so we can count it again. I feel like this table isn't rated for such large piles of money, but you know what? It works. So we can get 1, 2, I think 3 handfuls of money in there, but there's only 2 in the stash. So count again. The table is now starting to shake violently, but it's working good now. And all of this is going through, so I guess none of that was fake. But now there's 4,000 in there now, so it was adding more. We're halfway to the goal. And there is a dirty backpack here with dirty money inside. How much is in there? There's, oh, 17,000 in there. That's way more than I thought there was. Well, let's clean this money then. Oh, there's still some euros in the washing machine. We can't have that. Throw that in there and then wash it, I guess, so we can get rid of it. Sadly, we can't throw the whole backpack in there, but that's still quite a bit of money that we can shove into the washing machine and then torch the backpack. Oh, beautiful throw. Now these boxes are all empty. Did I buy these? I don't know if I bought those, but we do need to buy some XXL boxes. Why don't we just get 2 of those? Not sure there's anything else we need right away, besides maybe a second washing machine, but we don't have to worry about that. I kind of want to see what the stylish steel knife is about, so let's add that as well. And oh, whoa, hold on, where did these come from? Did I miss these things coming in? They're all real money, but none of them are gang marked. Huh, I didn't realize we got suitcases full of money. A whole lot of it too, goodness. Well, that solves some things, and hey, there's the order. 1, 2, and there's a knife. Which, this thing looks the same as our current knife. Okay, I guess we have 2 knives then. Yep, they're both stylish. Oh well, at least we filled in the thing. There are so many containers over here. Really gotta clean this up, but speaking of clean, the dryer should be done and the washing machine. So let's just add this to the pile of euros over here, which someone was saying that adding a wet box or container to the dryer will dry all the money the same. Would really like to test that, but I feel like the way this is going, we might need another job just to get more money for more counterfeits. Maybe something that isn't timed. There is another main objective here that wants $50,000, but also in a clean suitcase, and we do have those. Let's take this. And thankfully that adds more money in 30 suitcases. Oh wait, these are not suitcases. Well, we might need to buy another one of those, but let's wait on that. That also is not a timed thing. So even more here. I haven't even scanned it yet with a black light, but we'll find out. We got 3 piles of money going here. It's crazy. And honestly, let's just turn off the money count. So that should go quicker. So now it's just counting out 100 pieces at a time. Or that really isn't efficient either. So I guess we'll stick with the demographic. Oop. And by demographic, I mean denomination of money. It's kind of funny how we can scoop all of it up with this. But let's go that way. That's way more effective. I'm just really hoping for more counterfeits. But while we're waiting on that, we can mark the other one for delivery, which I guess we can use a small counter for, since all of this is legit money. So we just take a bundle of that, shove it in here, set it to hundreds, which there should be plenty of. And it's funny seeing the money pile on top of the money counter get sucked into it as it goes through everything. But it is filtering out hundreds, or some hundreds ended up in here. Not sure how that happened, but that's 10,000 now. Wrap all that up. We need to buy a suitcase, and maybe having this on the floor isn't a good idea. We're kind of kicking it around a little bit. Hey, but there's the suitcases. And since we don't need this wrapped up, I kind of might just have it loose, so we can use 2 knives for that. Not that it really matters, although that seems to be filling up kind of quickly. Maybe we do need to bundle this up. Ooh, good, another 10,000 right before the end of that stack of money. And we haven't even checked the money in this dirty suitcase. Is the money dirty too? Probably. What you got working with here? Money, oh, falling out along with some shells. Okay then. Oh, so many stacks of dirty money. Gross. Well, at least that means that all this is available for pickup. And why don't we put this in one of the torn bags? I don't really care for these. Or they just don't go in. Thank you for making more of a mess. And there is a large stack of 50s on the table that we can go through as well if we need to. But apparently one of the bonuses for the money stacks comes from it being entirely of 100s. So we have a few of those, but we need them all to be that way to get the bonus. And also, I don't think any of these are 100s either. Oh no, some of them are 100. There's enough for more 10,000 there. Well, means we got more laundry to do. And so many boxes, oh my goodness, get out of here. See, this is why I want that level up there. I feel like it would help sort things out, plus there's free washing machines up there. Also, this area that needs cleaning up is insanely dirty. At least this thing has a lot of storage space, goodness. We could probably just dump all that money in there, but it also needs to be wrapped in plastic blocks. And all of these shells being around here makes picking up the money so much more difficult. I'm not trying to reload rounds here. There's no reason to wash all that stuff. Go away.
Nope.
And of course you survive. You know what? You win this round. And can I get it in there? Oh, no, not quite. I guess there was a bundle of 50s here for whatever reason. And that is entirely 50s. Well, that would be another 1,000, but is this real? I kind of want to cut this open and see if it's all real or not. I suppose it is all real. But now it's time to see if this stuff is. I really don't even care about it all being in neat packs. I just want counterfeits. At least when we sort through that pile, we can take from this pile to sort out hundreds for order number 2. So many money machines going, and it's only 2 of them. I cannot imagine a full operation of this. The tinnitus is real. But at least this is another stack of 10,000, so that's 40,000. And did this pile get bigger? I don't think it did. There's also no fake hundreds in here. That's the most annoying part. But at least here, this should be 50,000. Nice. At least we're getting a little bit done there. That was also one of the special jobs, which might have had some other things attached to it. At least I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a returning customer. And oh yes, all the bonuses. I guess there was 6 total bonuses that people were commenting about. Very good, but they had to do me the displeasure of sending me real money. Oh hey, but we're rep 9. Well, I guess we just gotta take more jobs, including maybe some timed ones, but there is this guy here, again. Plastic in blocks of any dollar bills in a dry box. Easy enough. Thankfully he sent a lot of it, but oh, these cases are dirty too. Really? Can these bags actually go in the shopping cart? Oh, they can. Hey, that makes transporting easier. I thought this thing was only for money, even though they do stack a little weird. But is that as full as it can go, or can we get all of them over there? I think this cart is at its limit now, although we can technically do it. Let's go. Though I guess this is where we get the benefit of things like the platform trolley in the shop, but that is also very expensive. And I kind of want to do the layout over here a little differently, just because the dryer door is constantly blocking the washing machine. So let's just move this guy slightly over. That's easier. And while we're waiting on that, we can count out some things here. Dry box. This is dry. And it's a box, and there is 17,000 sitting here, so that makes it easy. It's just not gonna be hundreds because we sorted all that out already. I can't believe we just went through that whole bit of money and there was only 150 in there. Maybe we should have counted what was the most prevalent thing here. It's tens. Goodness. Let's just get you over here with the rest of the 50s. Actually, we could probably count this out. Oh yeah, there's way more money in there. Goodness, what was I doing? There we go. This is how we get 17. 5. Oh wait, we need that in blocks. 10. 15, and now we need the 10s for the 2,000, or I guess the 20s will do that as well. And there's a lot of 20s. There's 2,000. So now we wrap that all in a block, and that should be 17,000. Yes, it is. Easy money. Oh, and we're at rep 10. Beautiful. I certainly hope no one's gonna eventually ask for things in a dirty bag. Not sure why they would, but I could definitely see that happening for one reason or another. Okay, I'm really hoping for some counterfeits in here. We might have to start scouring for gang-marked bills, which also sucks. Because like this whole pile of 50s, absolutely 0. And this one, no gang marked bills here either. Although since it is nighttime, it is easier to tell which ones are marked. So I guess we could add those to the pile. I didn't even see this guy that's full of money. Oh my goodness, that is full of money. And this one, ooh, there's quite a few gang marked bills in here. Let's take this over. But there is also some jewelry in there. And I really wish I knew what to do with that. I guess it's just kind of a thing. Okay, please have counterfeits, I beg of you. We're gonna need a thing to look for gang marked bills at some point, aren't we? And I guess it's easier just to do this with the handheld little thing, but there is a lot of gang marked bills in here, so we should definitely sort those out. But that's a whole other process. Oh, and I do see a mark on some of the 50s. At least the ones that we just put in there. So even though they're legit, they can still be gang affiliated. And I am starting to see more in this pile here. So that means we're gonna have to start bringing them over there. And maybe not even sorting through this because that does not seem very beneficial right now. So let's take this wad of 50s over to the table here where we can sort through them individually. And we can see one there. Oop, where'd that go? We can start to see some of them being marked. Actually, are these all marked? That can't be. I can see a mark here though, and then here, and you, and you. Maybe all these are marked. Wow, looking for a red mark on a red 50 is not easy to do. I guess they show up better on some sides than others. So that one is not marked. This one is. So a lot of these are marked actually. Wow, I wonder how many hundreds I let fly under me. But if there's enough for a full stack of 50s, then that's another 5,000 towards our goal, which should be enough given the counterfeits that we collected. It just had to be 50s that I'm going through individually, looking for the slightest red mark. If you're watching this and you're colorblind, I'm sure this is very confusing for you. But hey, there's another clean 50 entirely, so that's rare. The fact that clean money is rare is a little concerning, but thankfully most people don't seem to care. And here I thought going through and cleaning all the ink off of bills was bad. This is still not as bad as that. And you know what? I think I see the benefit now of having some of the lights off, because all that light bleeding into the black light is not fun. So if let's see, what can we turn off? Daylight? No, not those ones. Spotlight? That doesn't really help either. I don't even know what one that is. But I thought there was a switch for these ones. Which ones are those? Are those over here? Main light? Ooh, that helps. And I guess that is a spotlight, which that can stay on, but does that help over here? Oh, yes, a great deal. Okay, so I think that's all the 50s sorted through, so all of this can be thrown into the stash, and then we can pull it out of here. Probably should have bundled it, actually. Oh gosh, I don't want to have to do that again. I don't think there's 100 here. It did make a large pile, so I think I'm right. So, wait. Why does that one show nothing? Why are these showing up as clean now? Hold on. Oh, I guess they don't show the markings when they're in a bundle. That's interesting. But this one is, okay, now it shows up. What was that about? Trying to pull a fast one on me? But that's 50,000 there, and then, okay, XXL box, which also needs to be in blocks, but there's 50,000, or not 50,000. This is 3,500, and then how much is in this pile? There is 4,000. Oh, so that's really close. Let's just wrap up a bunch of this and then be content with that. Now, I'm actually not seeing as many marked bills in here, but there is still more coming into this pile, and this one, not as much. So we should be able to, okay, trash bin. I don't think we'll actually, yeah, just moves it to the trash bin under the bench. So we can sort these bills individually, but I think we didn't grab any marked bills here, unfortunately. So much sorting. And tragically, none of these bills that we dried are showing up as gang marked either. Or any of them in the washing machine. I mean, we might as well take the small pile that's over here, sort through that. So there are some good bills in here. Good for what we need anyway. And then we can just add to this stack of counterfeits that we have. It does go through a bit more tape, but we do need to get enough. So if we take all these and then block them, this total is, oh, you're kidding. We just need 2 more 20s. There's gotta be marked 20s in here, right? Give me this light. I see some marked 100s. Wish I had those a couple minutes ago. More counterfeits. Ooh, hello. I didn't see you here. How'd you get all the way over here? You lost, little guys? Oh, yes, they all dumped out of the side. So we need 10, 20, 30, 40 more. Now let's just unwrap all of this. There should have been, yes, partial stack of counterfeits. Get all of you in here, wrap it up, and then once we block it and give it a quick little scan, yes, 8,000, all in fakes. Or bad bills, basically. But how is all this going into an XXL box? This tiny little thing. You know what? That's fine. Not my business. Just gotta get this guy over to the thing, give it one last verification, and away it can go. All those counterfeits and gang marked bills. That was a little bit more process than I thought it would be, but it works. Not really sure what kind of bonuses we're gonna get out of it. Only 3 of them. You know what? That's fine. That's extra crypto for us. And that really boosted our crypto value. Ooh, this one gives 800? Oh, they actually want coins here. Well, that helps. Just 50 coins in an unbroken piggy bank with a collectible banknote inside. Is that one of the Banksy marked ones? Or whatever that is? Oh gosh. Why would you do that? And why would you drop the piggy bank like that? This thing's broken now. Why would you do this to me? So I need to buy a piggy bank and hope it doesn't break? Okay, buy a piggy bank. I don't need to catch it, do I? This is so many coins too. How many are even in here? Can I scan for coins? No, I can't. It's only for bills. I really hope I don't have to catch this thing. This is such a wide area to try and move. Unless I put a mattress down. Oh, no! Oh, it's fine. Hey, the pig is fine. Oh, good. And it actually cost some coins too, but I don't know how many are in there. Can I manipulate this? Don't cut the piggy bank. Oh wait, if I turn you upside down, will the coins fall out? Hey, they do! Oh, amazing! I don't even need to undo a cork in the bottom. Although it doesn't even have a cork in the bottom. But now we need to count up 50 coins. Let's put you somewhere safe first, just so I don't step over you. Just put you right there, nice and safe. And I believe I had a box of coins somewhere, right? Did I put it on the pallet? I thought I stashed it somewhere. Oh wait, is it this box up here? Yeah, there's the coins. I don't even know how many are in here, but we can certainly add more coins to it. Although that doesn't count the coins either. Well, at least that's more sorting for us because this place is a mess. So how many can we hold? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We can hold 20 coins. So it's 2 handfuls and then some. Also, let's just turn you upside down so you all fall in there. There we go. I don't know how many that was, but this piggy bank is now useless. He's also dead. Rip in piggy bank or something like that. Yeet. And of course it missed. This is why I don't ball. But there should be enough coins in here for us to casually put into the piggy bank here. Just gotta grab a handful. I would rather just grab a handful. Can there be a pile of coins that happen from this? I don't know if there is, but I guess this is what we do. We can hold 20. At least I hope that's 20. All in there. 40. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be 50. Is that like capacity for the piggy bank? You know, if it was capacity for the piggy bank, that might have been a lot easier to count. But it's 50, so I don't even care. Send you away. Goodbye, little piggy, with your happy little face. Are you jealous of the big piggy bank up here? Can I put coins in there? I'm not sure, but that's the job. Saving Piglet. Hey, confetti. So that puts us a little over halfway to our crypto goal. Ooh, another big crypto payout. It really seems like doing the story ones pay the most. But also it's Betty again, who's the one that put us here in the first place. And you also want euros. Great. At least we have boxes of euros that we haven't gone through yet. But, oh, would it be better just to get a euro counter? That is quite the setback. 30,000 actually isn't bad. We can do that without paying anything extra. Just need to get rid of all this USD in here first. Is this wet money? Yes, it is. Well, we just wet all that dry money. Oh, well, we have a lot of euros to count as is. And 30,000 all counted in hundreds really isn't that bad. But now we have all this money that I don't really know what to do with. So I guess we can stash it all in the piggy bank to put a little more towards that goal. Hopefully no one else comes along that's specifically wanting counterfeits. And that puts us, oh, just shy of 50,000. There is so much money here. Would it be better to pack it all up and then send it? But that doesn't look as good. Although it's not really affecting how it appears in there anyway. So that might be easier, but I feel like we're eventually gonna need to start getting more tape. We're down to 55. And I know we started with a whole bunch more than that. So why don't we start packing all this up and then see how many packs that we can fit in this tube. I don't even know how much is going in here. I'm just gonna send it away. So that's like 4 bundles. And I guess we can do all this money too. Can I throw it in there from here? Yeet. Oh, nailed it. Maybe I should ball. So that's 10. Is it 10 packs? Oh no, it can fit more. Wow, I should have been doing this. Oh my goodness, it just keeps taking money stacks. And there's one lonely 50 after all of that. I think I'll keep you. I don't know if it's supposed to keep taking them, but it keeps taking them. I also feel like there's quite a few hundreds going in there, so this has to be getting close to 100,000 total in the piggy bank, right? Oh, did we just reach the limit? Hold on, hopefully I can get this back at phase through reality. Okay, and stash in there. Oh, so we did reach the limit. I don't even know how many are in there now. Well, we can still send it all away because that is a lot of money going up there. Oh yeah, way over 100,000, 153,000. Beautiful, we're 10% to our debt collection. And there are still so many coins out here. Put all of you in the box. Hopefully, whoever that was doesn't come back wanting more piggy bank shenanigans. And all that time, the euros were just waiting here to be... Oh, these aren't the euros. Might as well count them, see how many counterfeits there are. Making another little stack of 50s eventually. But these euros were waiting to be counted and also dried before all that. Was there any more boxes that I forgot about? Yep, it is kind of annoying that 2 handfuls don't evenly fit in there. Oh well. Now we also need a travel bag for this one, which is one of these here. We do have some travel bags over here, I guess, in that case. Although, I don't know if it's just the way the bags look, but they seem dirty. Might as well just get a fresh one just in case. And this one costs less, so we're doing that one. But now, oh, these actually aren't all hundreds. There's some 20s in here too. Well, that's annoying. Means we gotta count out even more of these things. And I don't know if it's better to do it here, but our workstation over here is kind of full of garbage and other things. And by garbage and other things, I mean legitimate bills. Actually, it wasn't as full as I thought. That's empty now. So let's just yeet to the workstation and sort all these out. I have no idea how many this workstation can hold, but that is getting full. Goodness. You know how they say you don't know what to do with all this money? That's how I feel right now. But let's get the hundreds out of here. And thankfully they don't need to be legit, so we don't have to worry about that, even though I'm pretty sure they're all legit. But now it's just a matter of plucking out all the hundreds and throwing them into the stash. I don't think there's any 10s in here, so there's that at least. And it might also be better just to throw the 20s in the trash bin for now to weed through some more of this pile. There's a travel bag. Oh, and I guess a US dollar got in there too somehow. trash you. I don't know if it's just because of the amount of 20s I'm throwing into the trash, but it seems like there might be more 20s here than hundreds, or we're just sorting through hundreds so efficiently that, oh, hi there, another US, that it might seem like less than there is because we're able to sort through quite a few hundreds at a time, but then we have to sort through a whole bunch of 20s at a time. So, whoop, I don't know what that one was, but I feel like that was wrong. I think that was wrong too. Oh goodness. But at least we can see the table now, so we have that going for us. I am starting to question my decision about not buying a Euro counter, but at least having a trash bin and a stash bin is working so much faster than anything else. And at the very end of it all, the last one is 100. Okay, so let's see how many were actually in the stash, and we also need to filter out some of the 20s that ended up in there. At least the scanner can also pick out Euros, which there is 10,000 in hundreds, or maybe a little bit more, but either way, it's not enough. There are some other Euro boxes, which this one also has hundreds in it looks like, but also 20s, so that's the annoying thing. But at least we can strap together hundreds of Euros together like this, and then, aha! This is where the two 20s ended up, which there is not enough in the rest of that, but at least all that's hundreds. And then we just gotta cut this open, find the 20s, which I think I see them there. At least there's one of them there. So we get you, sort you to the side, and I think I see the other 20 down towards the bottom there. There it is. So you go over there, and then the rest of these can get bunched together. So now there's one stack of hundreds of Euros. Oh goodness, quite a process. Oh, and I guess there were some others right over there that we just threw together. And were there other boxes of Euros that came down? I don't think I saw any, even though I hope she would have sent some. But my goodness, the amount of boxes we're getting over here is pretty overwhelming. At least you're trash worthy, and we can burn the piggy bank as well because I don't care about it. And now we just do some more money sorting. Yay me. I just really hope that, oh, I don't know when that was, but I really hope that the trash bin doesn't overflow with 20s because that means we have to clean it out, and I would very much like to avoid that. Well, it might mess up a few times, but at least that's a brain-numbing kind of work that you can just shut your brain off, and then by the time you're done, you don't even realize it. You just have a couple 20s mixed in here. I also think there was a couple of hundreds accidentally thrown in here. Not a perfect system, but you know what? At least it's mostly consistent. And there's 24,000 in there. Where'd that stack of 10s go? Or hundreds, rather. Right there. And then there was like 60 or whatever put over here. So there should be enough. Just gotta find wherever the 20s went off to. Hopefully that's all hundreds. Oh, there's 120 in there? Really? Well, there's 1, 2, 3 20s here. This one's a perfect stack of hundreds. Very nice. So we just need to find that one, or really we just grab all of this because this is all hundreds, and then we top it off with the hundreds here. So this should be 10,000, 20,000, and 30,000. Yes, 30,000 euros. Don't really know what kind of trip she's planning to take, but I feel like it's not gonna be, oh, how long is this here? Oh, that's right. This was a prize for one of the things. Now where'd that travel bag go? Was this it? I think this was it. Whoop, doing tricks here. Okay, but we just pop that open, throw this in here, and then away it goes. Yes! All that without having a Euro-specific money counter. Still not sure that was worth it, but hey, we're done. So we're getting over 1,000 crypto as a reward for that. 15,000 crypto. Oh, that's gotta get us so close. We're just roughly 800 short. Now, sadly, none of them are offering that money straight up, but if we finish this job well enough, then maybe the bonuses will get us there. In a backpack, any dollar bills, and the container is clean. Well, this is a clean backpack, even if it's empty. So let's use a money counter here to bundle up the money quickly, I think. Which means dumping all this money back in here, which will also let us use the roll of tape that we have here. So that's 10,000 there, pack that. Oh, and the pack actually does get smaller on the side. So I guess it does have a limit to charges, but you know what, that's fine. Oh, and there's quite a few counterfeits in there. Wait, I grabbed them from this pile here. Where'd those counterfeits come from? Okay, I guess. Just gotta keep the money machine fed. Seeing the pile just feed in there, and then eventually it all just breaks apart. Always satisfying. But there is a surprising lack of hundreds with all of this. Wow, all of that and we still don't have another stack of 10s? Well, at least we have a bunch of 50s. Maybe we do that, or 20s. We have a lot of 20s. It'll take more, but we can do that. Plus we have 10,000 in there already. And with this large amount of money here, there should be enough 20s to go through. But there is also a lot of 10s, which would should be even more to sort through. And of course, in the amount of time that I'm doing this, there are other jobs that are paying more in crypto, which also have the same amount of requirements. Interesting. But let's see if we can do better by sorting through all the 50s that are here, which I think there are some that ended up down here as well, so that can go in too. But while that's going, we should hang this up. It's a little Godzilla with a rocket ship. Oh, and it's around the dude's face. That's amazing. But that can go right here. So that's number 8. Oh, wow, that's 1,000? Why can't I get thousands coming through here? There was also not enough 50s. We might have to wash some money. It's just such a process. I want to avoid doing it. And this thing is full of euros now. You know what? I don't even want to waste dryer time on this. Just sit over there and think about your life choices. And how much is even in here? Ooh, hundreds, including some packs of money. Well, I know this works with some unintended consequences, but why don't we intend those consequences this time? Also, looking through the messages, it seems like some people are not happy that Betty skipped town, which might have something to do with, I guess, this game having multiple endings. I don't know anything about that. I'm just cleaning money. And sure enough, the money packs, I think, exploded. But you know what? That helps me out. So at least now we have even more money to throw in here, which should be able to sort out hundreds pretty well. So we can do a full stack of those and another stack of 20s. Let's do the hundreds first and get rid of all this, or shuffle it back in there, sure. Whoa, 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 whoa! What just happened? What? What just happened? Someone just dropped a safe on my head! Right next to my chair! Do I like this? Do I not like this? What happened? There's gold bars here too? Oh boy, is there a message waiting for me? I see. That is certainly not something I was expecting, but there's a gift box here. Hey, I don't even know what's in here. Is there another hoaxy? Oh, I think there is actually. Wow, that happened. We got number 6, so yay. Where did this come from? What is this? This is a mortar? Oh boy. Uh-oh, Panther wants a message? Once that piggy bank is nice and fat, Spectre is going to expect you to deliver it to them for the next phase of their plan. Okay. Another option. Can destroy the piggy bank? Part of the government's plan? Find the more in the vault. Yeah, that I did. But what about all of this? What is all this? Boxes? So many boxes, and they're all empty. And then there's, whoa, expendable shelves, wow. And that's quite the piece of art there. Oh, and I guess I finally get a bathroom. And I'm sorry, is the roof being held up by a hot air balloon? What's over there? Is that where the mortar placement needs to be? Oh, I think it is, but we can't access it. I'm just trying to do a simple job here. Hey, but at least there's another 10,000. So now we can stop that, switch over to 20s, and then we just need 20,000, or 2,000. And there it is, 20,000. Holy moly, things are ramping up pretty quick. Well, we can send this off at least. Whether or not that gets us to 5,000 crypto, I'm not sure yet. But we are getting some good bonuses, and oh, that should be enough. Yes, all those bonuses got us to 5,000. So that actually presents an interesting question. Do we blow up the piggy bank? I really don't know what happens after that. Like, I already didn't know that was gonna happen. So why don't we leave things there? And you guys can let me know what you want to see next. Do we blow up the piggy bank, or do we fill it to maximum? Let me know in the comments. And I do hope you guys enjoyed watching. Sub to Intern.